This is not just about Israel and the United States. It's any country that's on the side of the Abraham Accords, any country that is opposed to Iran being the superpower of the Middle East would be threatened by a nuclear program. That could be Saudi Arabia, it could be Egypt, it could be Jordan, it could be any nation that has an alliance with the West.
100%. What you said is absolutely true. And they have various levels. And this money is irrigating all these levels. Number one, they are building this nuclear weapon. They're not shy about it. They have said it not just in Farsi, but also in English and other languages, that they said the same Khamenei, who's now hiding, we don't know where he is, has said we have the right to build our nuclear bombs. The infidels have built their nuclear. He is in a different civilizational view, but they fund the militias. The money that we send to them funded Hezbollah, Hashd in Iraq, Hamas, even the Houthis down in Yemen. So we are almost killing ourselves, destroying ourselves by sending money to a regime that is developing nuclear threat, that is backing those militias, terrorist militias. And more importantly, they are spending money on building influence inside the United States and Britain and elsewhere. So even our political decision or strategic decision towards them has been influenced. I don't want to do hinting here, but many of the voices that are now coming and saying, oh, this is a endless war and this is what have you, they have the link to the Iran deal. So it's a full circle here.
If you look at Muslims who are oppressed in Gaza, they're oppressed by Hamas, which was bought and paid for by Iran. You look at the Iranian people who are oppressed. You look at anyone they would point that weapon at. This is not about Jews and Christians. This is about anybody who is threatened by this regime, which if they have a nuclear weapon, they will threaten anyone who dissents and disagrees with them.
Absolutely. I mean, when you mentioned the Iran people, been following this, 2 books and articles and in touch with leaders from the diaspora here in America and around the world, with people inside, not just Persian, but Kurds and Baluch and other. The whole dossier is so clear that there is a uber suppression, a top suppression of the Iranian population. Executions are happening every month. Every month, they are killing as many as the victims of October 7. This is big. So this regime on its own, even without building the nukes, is a dangerous regime, is a genocidal regime, and it will be absolutely correct for our leadership, even before waging any military intervention, to speak to the Iranian people. That's what the Iranian people are telling us. They say, we don't want your forces' boots on the ground, but speak to us. Look, when Reagan spoke to the people of Russia and said, Gorbachev, tear down that wall, it went into cascade, and you had those all civil societies within Poland, Lech Walesa, and Czechoslovakia, Havel. That is what they need, is a moral support that unfortunately the party now that's saying, oh, this is war, they do not support the Iranian people, because the regime is actually telling them, do not support a revolution in Iran.
Reagan and Trump have a lot in common this way. I think if there was a President John McCain, we would already be at war. Trump is saying, I'm going to use as much restraint as possible, but you're not getting the bomb. But Trump has been very restrained. When the Iranians shot a drone out of the sky, he said, I'm not killing people over a flying robot. That is restraint. This president is walking softly, but he is carrying the big stick, and he's telling the world he doesn't want to use it if he doesn't have to. I'll give you the last 20 seconds. I only got 20 seconds.
20 seconds it is. Basically, President Trump and President Reagan have many things in common. Restraint is one, but also vision. Reagan built the defense all the way SDI to space, but at the same time, he uses discourse. That is what President Trump is doing.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.